there was some demand for the sombrero.
Well, the sombrero is pretty great. You can take it off, otherwise you're going to hit me, I think.
I think I should keep it on for just a couple more minutes.
Yeah, because it would be really sad
But
if
I
you
do feel like when I turn sideways, you get a better view of the sombrero.
Yeah. We inherited this sombrero from our friend Greg.
Yes, visiting Australian house guest, and he went to Mexico and wisely purchased this beautiful sombrero. It's actually green and velvety,
Yeah.
So it provides a textural enjoyment, in addition to the visual effect. I'm really enjoying.
Yeah, let me get some of the. Let me see. Oh,
isn't that nice? Isn't that nice?
That is nice.
And it's quite a bit firmer than you'd think. And
yeah, it's very rigid.
Here's a fun fact about me. I've got kind of a big head, and so this sombrero it rides a little high. I mean, it's only for novelty purposes. It's not for real cowboy work.
Yeah,
you can't be wearing this thing for real cowboy work.
No. Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's great. It suits you.
Bruce asks if we're rationing when we're wearing these hats. I'm not even sure what that means. Oh, lots of good role playing. Yes, I do. I do like the old Bandito Senorita role play.
You have got a bandana on. But
I
that's
went
from
to
the supermarket,
I
right?
went to the grocery store. We call it a grocery store in America.
Yeah.
But I went to the grocery store without sans sombrero.
You should have worn the sombrero because that would have been nice for the other shoppers. I mean, have you seen the guy who's completely kitted up in the green plastic cape with the big breathy things on either side of his face?
No, I did see some. There are some
pretty good outfits that people are wearing to the supermarket.
There's some high quality mask work going on out there. The sombrero really flops around a bit. It's tricky.
Yeah, you don't know quite how to hold your head.
I've been enjoying watching your updates while I have dinner. Now I'm wishing I had tacos. Well, who doesn't wish they had tacos? I wish that almost all the time. Don't you?
Hey,
we haven't had taco night since,
no, we haven't. We've been talking about having taco night,
time.
but we can't have it with that on because then Fanula will tell you that's cultural appropriation and you're being terrible.
Oh my God, yeah.
15, I can never remember her age. 15-year-old daughter will start yelling at us for how culturally inappropriate it is. Hey, Bruce, thanks for liking my Kangol hat. I've actually had this hat since the early 90s. You can probably tell because my kangaroo is a little bit grubby, but I haven't worn this hat in ages. And then I was filming something for a job that I do earlier today, and I thought I was wearing this hat, and then I thought, I'll wear it on the show.
The grubby kangaroo.
Yeah, it's a slightly.
It's so sad. A lot of the restaurants are closed during this quarantine, and the grubby kangaroo is one of them that we worry is going to go out of business during the quarantine. You were trying to decide if I was joking or not, or you just didn't like it. Yeah, grubby kangaroo. Yeah, not a real restaurant.
When I lived in New York, there was a restaurant in Soho, right around the corner from where I lived, that actually could get kangaroo steaks and.
I had it when I was down in Melbourne. Shout out to Melbourne, Australia, for the comedy festival a few years ago. God, I had such a great time. Big thanks to my friend Adam Hills for producing that show. I'd love to get back to Melbourne, but my first night in Melbourne, I went for a walk around the neighborhood where my hotel was, and I picked a restaurant. The
grubby kangaroo.
It wasn't the grubby kangaroo, but on the menu was kangaroo steak, and there was a part of me that was mortified, of course, because kangaroo, it's the iconic Australian animal, but to be given an opportunity to eat one on your first night in country, I couldn't pass it up. And I have to say, it was very lean. The kangaroo, they do a lot
of jumping. I mean, I would imagine that's a pretty there's
those
not
legs
much
are all
fat
muscle.
on that. Yeah.
I think I might take off the sombrero.
Okay, are you gonna? Well, why don't you put another hat on?
It offers built-in distancing.
Yeah. There is some social distancing.
You'd
have to get down and underneath that thing. Yeah, no, oopsie, careful.
And it's firm. It's hard. If you can really.
Yeah, if Jake gave me an
who's
injury with the sombrero,
it's me.
that wouldn't be so good.
I
that would be a hard one to get over.
I sort of prefer this hat, and I got this hat when I was watching. What was that kind of monster show that was where it was Frankenstein and the picture of Dorian Gray and the vampires and everything, and it starred what's his name who played. Oh God, it's so
wow!
pathetic. Anyway,
I did not watch this with you, so I'm never going to.
You bailed on it, but it was anyway. I bought a bowler hat because I
Right.
The bowler hat, and it fits me. I think it fits me a little bit better than the sombrero. Are you liking it?
Yeah, I do like it.
You're really looking at it. Yeah. You're really looking at me like, what the hell?
No, because of course now I'm trying to remember what that show was, even though I didn't watch it.
I can look it up and find it, but we don't really have time for that.
So what about it? I'm gonna borrow a hat of yours, and I'm gonna put this on. Maybe
Daniel says he saw me back in Sydney back in 2013. That might have been on our trip through Sydney when I went to the comedy club.
Oh, Daniel, I have never forgotten that night at that comedy club. So I was there with my girlfriend, Diana. Do you remember the MC who kept on having a fight with a lady in the very front row? She would not shut up. She thought she was part of the show. And so the MC who came on in between every single act got into a shouting match with her and was calling her...
Now, you've been to a lot of comedy shows because we're married and I'm a comedian, but you haven't... I've been to... a S-ton of comedy shows. I'm really trying not to curse right now.
I think
I've been to whatever the most comedy shows that you can go to. I've been to
way more than me. And
when you kind of try and designate, it was the comedy show where there was a lady in the front who would not shut up. That's like a lot of comedy shows.
Well, because in Australia and in other countries, you're allowed to use the C word for the bitch lady, and or for anybody really, for ladies or men, and that's what this MC and her. I mean, it just went on and on and on every single time he was up. So it was quite intense. And I don't know if you remember it, Daniel, but it was prolonged.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the rules of using the C word are, but I think it's. You want to be sparing with that.
I thought I was
the C word.
Yeah.
I mean, at comedy shows, I don't think it's green light to call everybody a C word.
Yeah, but if you live in Britain and other, you're allowed.
They do say it more, but
liberally.
It's
liberally.
Better.
Okay, this one's for you, Kaya. I'm going to put this hat on for you.
It's better to call men, I think, the C word.
Okay,
yeah, that's good.
How's that? Do I look fly now?
It's a bit tilted back.
So this is my. It's actually a crocheted, Viking hat. So it's not
Viking. Yeah, it's also like a crusade hat, that's what I thought of. I wore it the other day to the coffee shop where I go. Yeah. And the guy who owns it is Persian, and I thought, wow, is this wrong? But I was overthinking it. He didn't mind that.
Oh, I thought he wasn't around in the Crusades. I mean, they were brutal, but that was a long time ago, darling.
It was a long time ago, but people do, when you go on a religious war, people hold it against you for a long time.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad one. Anyway, this is for you, Kaya, if you're watching today, because you crocheted this for Jake, and he loves it, and he wears it often, and this is the first time I've ever been allowed to wear it.
Yeah.
So
Raul Salazar would like a shout out. Happy birthday. It's his birthday.
Happy birthday, Raul.
Yeah.
We'd sing, but Jake's not a very good singer.
I'm not going to sing. I'm not going to sing. Alan B. Carter has a few good jokes out of interacting with hecklers. Yeah. I also have a joke about the C word. Well, good for you. Good for you, Alan.
Yeah.
Good for you. When this is over, you're going to be able to go out there and really live it up.
So
when this is over, I think people are going to be I'm hoping people are going to be nicer. But we'll see.
Yeah, that's what I was. The thing that I was working on this morning is about the lessons that we're going to learn from this. I mean, of course, mine's an environmental one.
Oh yes. So if you're watching this and you would like to see Belinda, my wife, Belinda Weymouth, do her thing, you can follow her on the Twitter machine and also Instagram.
Yep, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram.
And the YouTube.
Yeah, the YouTube is my positive environmental news. So I was making one of those today about how now that we're not commuting and flying in planes and working as much or working differently, the carbon emissions have got, we've bent the curve, or we're trying to bend the curve on the COVID transmissions, and it's really done this amazing thing for the air pollution. We have also bent the curve on that. So if we could, take that into the future and have cleaner air when we can all go outside and enjoy it, that would be really great.
It would be very nice.
It would be.
If we could have cleaner air and go outside and enjoy it. I would love that.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying trying to go outside and enjoy it lately.
Yeah, we have little snippets of going outside. I mean, we are still going outside.
I went outside. I took a little bike ride. I go to my place where I get my coffee in the morning. Not every morning, but some mornings. And so I did that today. And I had to go out to the grocery store. That's why I'm wearing a bandana, because we're masked up. Right. In California, everybody's masked up.
I like this hat because it's not, on me, it's not too tight. So I have to say I'm really liking the fit. Just that's a bit of completely extraneous information. I mean,
yeah, no, that's not very pertinent. It's a comfy hat.
Yeah, it's a good hat.
So I went to the grocery store. They were still out of toilet paper. Man, all the paper, anything you can wipe your butt with at the grocery store is kind of gone.
You can really see what our priorities are right now. I mean, it's quite interesting that is the thing that people, that was their number one concern, the first thing they bought.
It wasn't my number one. My number one concern is, will I be able to get all the things I want to eat? But a lot of people were like, look, I'm comfortable eating a lot of things, but...
Well, I like Trevor Noah saying, look, you can turn, newspaper into toilet paper if you have to. So, you get... I'm just going to give you this right now, so in case you run out, you're caught short at a moment's notice, and it's horrible.
Hang on. So, let's preface this a little bit. What are you about to tell people?
It's not going to be disgusting. So if you take... I promise. So if you take newspaper and you rub it in your hands, they will get black, but if you rub it, you really soften it up and you make it more absorbent. And you can do that with sort of a lot of different paper. I mean, obviously not wax paper, but a lot of paper, if you rub it, and newspaper. And I learned how to do that when I was traveling in some places that didn't have toilet paper, so you had to get more creative and use different kinds
These
of paper.
These are good stories. So you soften up the paper.
You rub it a lot like this.
Your hands are going to get black.
Your hands will get a bit black, but you have to wash those anyway.
And then you can use that for wiping.
And then then it'll be okay for...
Isn't your butt then going to get a little bit black from the newsprint?
Oh yeah, you're going to get down and inspect it? I don't think so.
Well, I mean, if you... Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's enough information.
Fair enough.
I mean, I think we covered that for them.
I think
if they haven't got it now.
The worst case scenario, you just get in the shower for a couple minutes and clean up. I mean, that's my preferred. If I could arrange for all my pooping to happen right before the shower. Whew,
oh my God, what a world that would be.
It would be a great world.
Would you be happier than you are right now?
I might be a little happier. Well, I'd definitely be happier than I am. Well, right now I'm pretty good. It's nice to see you, by the way. You've been busy all day working on your...
I have. I've been, yes, I've been down in my video, I've been in my studio.
What's Belinda's Instagram handle? It's...
my name.
Belinda Weymouth.
And Weymouth is spelt with an A, not with an E, which is a little bit confusing. But it's Waymouth.
Yes.
Bingo. Mouth. Yeah. Did I enunciate that clearly enough?
No, you did pretty good.
Okay, I've got an itchy nose.
Costco has toilet paper. Only one package per member card. I know, but that package of toilet paper that you can get at Costco is 36 rolls.
Was it 3,000 rolls?
Coincidentally, I had stocked up with 2 of those before this happened. Because
he's not psychotic or anything.
No, I'm not psychotic, but I had a string of gigs coming up, which all got canceled. So I thought, well, I'm the family toilet paper winner. I go out. I don't win bread, but I win toilet paper. I go out and get it. So I had stocked us up right before this, and then all my gigs got canceled. I've got so much time.
And I have not told anybody that we are sitting on a big stash of toilet paper, because you think they're going to come over here to get the sombrero? No, they're going to come over here to get our toilet paper.
Well, listen. We've been doing our share of work to deplete that supply. I mean, eventually, I'm starting to feel like when I go to the store, if I see toilet paper, maybe I should buy it, even though I don't need it right now. You don't want to wait till you need it to have to buy it. But anyway, that's enough toilet paper talk.
Yeah, that is enough. I'm not going to say the last thing I was going to say about it. But you told me that earlier today you weren't feeling so great. You were having a bit of a kind of a coronavirus.
I just felt a little bit down. I went to my coffee this morning. Shout out to my friend Frank, who's one of my jujitsu pals.
Hey, Frank.
We're not doing jujitsu right now. Nobody's doing jujitsu. Well, some naughty people are doing jujitsu, and I know
without social distancing.
Some of them are. No, you can't do it.
Have you shown them your guy up in the front who you're going to do social jujitsu? I mean,
I haven't got a picture. I haven't posted a photo of the
jujitsu
dummy yet.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll post that in the comments. Maybe if I can figure out how to do that. I can barely figure out how to turn this on every day. And this 2 hats thing, this 2-hat episode. Oh my God.
I'm looking to see if there's another hat I'm going to wear.
Well, we're taking the day off. The days off on the weekend.
We are?
Yeah, we'll be back on Monday.
Because we are going to be having our ping pong and our badminton tournament on Monday. So we've got to be doing some practicing.
Oh, I don't know if we're going to have a tournament, but anyway.
I'm going to beat him. Not to a pulp or anything.
This is the thing. You think that it makes me want to do the tournament when you're telling me you're going to beat... I know you're going to beat me. I've got better things to be good at than badminton.
I love
and we're
ping
actually
pong.
ping pong. That's what we're going to play.
Yeah, and I'm not that good. I just love ping pong. I don't know what it is about ping pong, but that is a game that I've always thought was great. And Jake bought me a net the other day that you can put on any table.
after you sent me the link on the internet.
Did I send
but I
you
did
the
find
link?
it. I did find it on the Amazon.
No, I have to
Prime.
really spell it out for him sometimes. I sent it to you actually, yes, on Instagram. I remember now.
This Ramon, I'm assuming it's Ramon because of your last name, but how could it be Raymond? That's not
really good locks.
His homemade locks is really great.
Oh, right, because you were trying to do some bartering with us yesterday. What was it? 30 pounds of locks for what was it?
I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I feel like, look, at this point, Ramon, I hope that you have a job. I don't have a job right now, so I'm not begging for free locks.
He definitely wants to barter. He wants to barter for them. So when we get to that point,
I'm trying to explain. I need.
Oh, you need a job?
I can't be bartering away my precious. I don't
hats?
even. Yeah, no, I can't spare any of these hats. What if one of these hats turns out to be the one? That's how you wind up being a guy who's got a lot of hats. Is you keep thinking that those other hats. I didn't know what I was doing, but finally now this hat. This is the hat.
Pass me over that hat, the one. I mean, I did tell you guys about this
the hillbilly
one the other
hat.
day. The one that I said.
I
so it's really sort of a Pharrell hat. But I said to Jake, you know,
have to take this hat off.
I think it'd look really good on top of the other hat. No,
Yeah,
maybe not.
a hat
Maybe I have
with
to
a
take
hat
one
on a
hat
hat? I
off. But
don't
the
think
thing
a hat
about
on a
this
hat.
hat is that I said to Jake, look, I will wear this hat in the store, but I am not going to wear this hat, I don't think, in my everyday life. I mean, I really liked it in the store. But yeah, I mean, I look like Gandalf in it. I don't look cool like Pharrell. Anyway, I mean, I suppose it's fun that we have this hat now.
Do you have a favorite Monty Python line that you'd like to share while you're wearing the hat?
Say this right now. No.
Let's switch hats quick.
Oh, you've got one? Okay.
Yeah, because I've got a good one for that hat.
Okay, all right. I'll put the bowler hat on.
And this one also it requires
you do have a big head.
No, I
My
do.
God, I'm swimming in this thing.
You shall not pass. That's my. That's not Monty Python though, is it? That's Lord of the Rings. Well.
Oh, see, because it's a Gandalf.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how could you? Lord of the Rings and Monty Python. Yeah, they're so similar. They're so similar.
Big part of my humor depends on people being surprised that I'm a moron. Or is it they're surprised that I'm not a moron? I can't remember.
Right, it's great. It's great.
Anyway,
Whatever you're doing.
I was feeling a little bit down this morning because I went to see my friend Frank, and we were both a little down that we hadn't been able to do our jujitsu. And then I did say, well, maybe you could come over and we could practice, but I have to get approval from my wife and our daughter.
And that's not going to happen, sorry. Oh, I thought you already knew that. Oh, I've let you down in front of everybody.
Yes.
Oh, well,
Yes,
I've already said before.
Do you understand anything about dramatic tension? Because I could.
No, I'm a blurter. I just blurt it out as soon as the pause or the edit.
Yeah, the idea is that you kind of tease that it might happen and then it doesn't happen. Although I guess I prefer it better this way. Anyway, we were both a little bit down because we haven't been able to do our jujitsu, and I don't know. It just feels like it's going to be a long time before we're done doing this.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking at other. No, I'm totally listening to every word you're saying. Because,
no, I get it.
Yeah, no, I do. No, I feel
I'm going to read
for
you.
you.
Before we go to sleep, I'm going to read you the transcript of this whole thing.
No, I
That'll
feel
put
for you
out.
because it is. I'm going to go back to this hat because it's more comfy, and it's for my pal Kaya.
Someone did make the point that Monty Python and Lord of the Rings were both British, but
no, they're not. Lord of the Rings is all filmed in New Zealand, and I don't think it happened in Middle Earth. Where's Middle Earth? I don't think.
I'm not. Tolkien obviously is not
English,
but maybe he was English at the time that he wrote it.
Yeah.
We can't go by people's.
No, they had a lot of English accents in Lord of the Rings, and then they had your task, Frodo.
Oh God, I just
one ring to rule them all. Galadriel.
So I was a little bit down. I feel better now that we're doing this. I feel like you have your ups and downs during this time. Sometimes I just feel kind of, well, how long is this going to go on? How many people are going to suffer or pass away? I just get a little bit bogged down in that. I'm not so much worried that I'm going to pass away or that someone in our family is in danger, but it just feels like it's just such a kind of crap time in general that this other people suffering, when you read these stories about it, people are sick, it just gets you down. I get it. I don't think you need me to explain what gets you down about this time. But
it's very intense to be a human being right now.
Yeah, I just find that sometimes I get rolled down into it, and I have to roll myself. I just have to kind of not suck it up, but just wait, let it blow over a little bit.
Right.
Or it goes. Luckily, we're quarantined together, you and I.
Yeah.
So I can totally touch your face, touch my face, live it up, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so terrific.
Yeah, it's just a little bit raspy right now.
I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be lording this over those of you who are quarantined by yourself and you don't have a pretty lady who you can get to touch your face, but just if it makes you feel any better.
I'm not allowed to touch his nose though. He hates that.
I don't like
it.
I don't like it when
no
people
nose
touch my
touching.
nose.
So
I want to touch my nose almost all the time.
Right, but no, it's a total. No one else is allowed to. Hey, do you know what I'm going to do when we finish? I'm going to take our kid down to a parking lot and we're going to have a driving lesson because she is really, really keen to learn how to drive. And I thought, if not now, when? So as long as we don't, I mean, the police might come and kick us out of the parking lot.
Tolkien was an English writer.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Writer, poet, philologist, and an academic. Do you know what a philologist is?
No, I can't see off the top of my head. I do, but just quickly look it up so that we don't seem like we're dumb.
Oh, I don't think I can look it up because I don't want to lose track of the comments.
Well, Alan, I totally hear you with your wife being a nurse. You know, I was talking to some friends in New York yesterday, and one of them works for an elected official, and the calls that she's on every day with people, because obviously it's, you know, it's medical workers, it's what they need in the hospitals, it's people who've lost jobs, it's the money, it's the schools.
They're trying to recruit everybody.
Well, yeah, but it's also what people are going through, and it's one thing to, you know, read about it or to sort of see. Anyway, it's just, it is very intense, and I know obviously for healthcare workers, and it's so scary because you don't want to then come home and be around your family because you feel like, you know, you're this now, you know, sort of, what's the word that I'm looking for? I'm looking for a good word, but it's not coming to me right now. I mean, you're not obviously...
I want to help you, but then I don't want to help you because I feel like
any word I say is going to be.
Well, also,
well, you're sitting on a little. I said we had to sit, not stand up for this, and I'm on Jake's wheelchair that he likes to. And I'm on the arm of the other.
I'm on the arm of the other chair. Anyway, I don't want to bog everybody down. I'm hoping to unbog people with this.
Yeah, but I do think it's also I totally get that.
We don't want to bog before the weekend.
No, we don't. No, we don't want to bog before the weekend, but we do want to acknowledge that this is very intense, and I feel like, you know, just having to shelter in place, stay at home is not as intense as obviously what your wife as a nurse is going through.
This is the other thing, though, that I was explaining to you. They call it sheltering in place when it seems like, how do you shelter in place? Well, it's stay at home. Everybody knows it's stay at home. Nobody wants to shelter in place, but a lot of people want to stay at home during regular time. During
shelter
regular
in place,
times.
it sounds a little bit like duck and cover, that wherever you are, you've got a shelter right there. So if you were sort of walking down the street and someone came and they were yelling, everyone must shelter in place, you'd think, God, do I have to do it here under this bush?
God. That would be worse. If we all were walking around with a blanket and an alarm went off and we had to just lay down and get underneath the blanket, that would be terrible.
Yeah, that would really
so,
be... So,
look on the bright side. That's not happening.
Kooky movie. Everybody's sheltering in place under a blankie.
Yeah.
Weird.
Blanket fort.
Yeah, blanket fort.
Did you ever make a blanket fort?
Yeah, so we used to have these trees where I grew up in New Zealand. We lived on the street called Beresford Street, and I loved this. We had these 4 trees in a row. They had these very sticky things that fell off them, but we used to put a piece of wire between the 2 of them, and then we would put a bedspread over it, and we would make a tent. And then we would very cleverly drag everything that was in our bedroom out to have in our tent, because what would make it nice? Every piece of shit that we owned. And then, of course, at, you know, dark time, we had to then take everything back. Yeah. Yeah, that was
that's good busy work.
Yeah, that's the sort of thing that kids do, and you love it.
It's a thing that kids do, but then on the other hand, try getting, like, if they're just going nuts and you just go, hey, why don't you take everything from your bedroom and put it in the garage, and then for an hour, play in there for an hour, and then take everything back and put it away in your bedroom. They wouldn't want to do it. It would sound terrible. But then
if it's your smart idea, you love it.
Yeah, you love it.
Yeah,
you love it.
Yeah, and I have to say, I do like making pillow and blanket forts, and I did have fun with Fanula doing that.
Well, maybe tonight we could watch a blanket fort when we watch episode whatever of Tiger King.
We could make a blanket fort. You mean we could watch it from inside a blanket fort?
I think I just did say make a blanket fort.
I didn't think you said it, so I thought I better say it for you. I thought you said blah 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 blah. So I thought, okay.
Oh my God! It's just you and me in here.
No, I will interpret for him and say this is what he meant to say. He meant to say we will make a blanket fort and watch Tiger King.
As I see, as I see us both here in this thing, I do realize how the hats are detracting from our credibility. But hopefully, they're cheering people up.
Detracting from our credibility? Are you kidding? I think I look way smarter in this thing. Kaya? What do you think? I'm just going to make my...
Today's word is philologist. Yeah, I know that. A philologist is someone who studies the history of languages, especially by looking closely at literature.
Ah,
thank you, Echo.
Okay. Tolkien, we know, is a very impressive person, and we know even more now how impressive.
You do learn so much by just reading the comments in your own... in your own Facebook Live videos, if you can trust everything you read in the comments of your own Facebook Live videos. But,
we can fact check them later.
Yeah, we can. But for now, a philologist is someone who studies the history of languages, especially by looking closely at literature. Thank you. Today's word is philologist. Well, that's nice, isn't it?
That is nice.
So we have a word of the day?
Yeah, we do have
Would you like a word of the day in Spanish? Because I have these as a present from you for Christmas. I have these Spanish lingo playing cards.
Yep.
So should we pick
Pull
a word
one
out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I just did a sentence today in Spanish. I'm supposed to be really boning up on my Spanish during my time in sheltering in place.
I'm just going to go in.
Say, I've been a little bit bad. Oh, I know that one.
My name is...
Me llamo.
Yeah, me llamo. Me llamo. And then you say your name.
Me llamo, Belinda. I'll say it with an accent.
Or if you're looking for her on Instagram, it's Belinda Weymouth. I don't know if that was okay.
Oh, come on. These are too easy. Gracias.
Gracias. Yes and no. Sí,
we know
no.
that. Yeah.
Oh, my God. These are pretty easy.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Como te llama. What is your name?
Yeah.
Como te llama.
Really?
You say the answer.
Belinda.
No. Me llama es Belinda. Except you say it.
I say it, you say it.
Yeah. Okay.
Me llama es Belinda.
I hope that we're all ready for, this is the weird thing. It's the weekend, but how is the weekend different from the other days? We just don't have, I don't have to go to work. I don't have to go to work because...
My head is getting hot.
Yeah, my head's getting hot.
Okay, so I had to take it off. I was really, so there we go. I'm just going to finish up with some hat hair. Yeah, the weekend, the days are just going to roll into each other, and yes.
It's going to be April 30th before we know it. But
it's the 3rd today, right?
Yes, it's the 3rd.
Okay, so far so good, guys. We're doing it.
We're doing it. You're doing it. Stay strong.
And we're doing this for each other, and then for your wife, who's the nurse, for all the healthcare professionals. We're staying in place to take care of them, so they can take care of us. And I really get that.
Yes. So I thought you meant this in particular, and I was like, well, that's a bit grand to say that we're Facebook Live.
No.
Somebody's wife who's a nurse. I think.
No.
She's doing it for us. What we're doing is just in case you've got 25 minutes at 3:00 California time during the week to be silly. Or you can watch this anytime, obviously. If you want to do us a favor and you're still watching, you can repost this on your Facebook, and then that gets more people to watch it, which I don't know how that helps us, but it makes, when you look down and you see a bigger number, it makes you feel better than a lower number, unless you're talking about the virus number. Oh my God. Thanks for watching.
Be going down.
Stay strong. Stay strong. Have a nice weekend.
Yeah, have a nice weekend. Hold your loved ones close. If you're allowed to, I would definitely touch their noses.
No
a surprise.
Touching my nose.
Yeah, no touching is.
I'm going to make a list.
Make a blanket fort tonight to watch TV or to do your, the puzzle, crossword puzzle. Make a fort when you're in bed. I mean, just do silly shit to make it fun.
Saturday. Make the blanket fort tonight. Friday night in the blanket fort sounds great to me.
And then eat lots of chips if you're in bed.
All day Saturday, blanket fort Saturday. That sounds pretty good.
It's supposed to rain here next week, so that's when you have to shelter in place. It's quite good when you have bad weather, because then you can.
Because you can't go outside anyway. Well, you could, but it's raining.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
anyway, so we'll look forward to that. We'll let you know how it's going, and badminton, ping pong.
Badminton. You say all the words. We say badminton in the United States.
But that sounds like a mitten that you'd wear on your hand. Badminton. No, it's badminton. Come on, man.
All right. You ready?
I'm about to go give a driving lesson to a 15-year-old.
Oh, God. Yeah, so Belinda's about to go wreck our car. Have a great weekend. Good luck in the blanket fort. Don't give up. There will be plenty of time to give up later.
We're not giving up.
We're not giving up.
No.
Never. Do you want a kiss?
Not in front of them.